Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you to another recording that I'm putting in place. It is of my previously streamed race on F124 of the Belgium Grand Prix Spa International. So what I'm doing is just playing or recording my race replay, because I think it'll be a better view than just seeing the cars steering the whole time. So yeah, sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the video. Sorry, I know this might also be quite boring because there's no commentary, obviously, it's just a game. I would be a very sucky commentator, so I hope you do understand until I get used to the whole streaming thing and trying to be all professional, bringing you guys some good content. I'm learning slowly, but yeah, I will probably closer in the future learn to maybe commentate upon these replays and stuff that I would like to post. I suppose I could give it a try right now. I'm not going to be the best, so please forgive me. I'm not a professional commentator when it comes to F1. But yeah, as you can see, first lap is done. I'm only 300th of a second away from Norris. I do think that it is a little bit difficult. I'm still learning how to control the car properly without the traction control and the ABS. So I am getting used to it. Obviously, as you can see, I am driving the Alpine, which is a slower car compared to McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull. You can see here Norris takes me down the straight, but I lunged back at him through the next corner. A little bit of contact there, but I don't see any damage on Norris's car. Maybe it did cause a little bit of damage. Maybe that's why I managed to get away from everybody throughout the race. Either that or just the medium tires were just dominating on this track, because I felt really comfortable after my pit stop. Obviously here running with the soft tires wasn't too bad. Car had a lot of grip. I could accelerate quite early through these faster corners. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this race. It was one of my first races that I've actually completed with only using the rewind function once, and that was at the very start of the race. I pulled away, I slid out, lost 3 positions, and then continued to sideswipe I think it was one of the Ferraris into the first corner. Oh, big slide there. Managed to control that one. So yeah, that was the only time I used the rewind function in this race. Just to pretty much restart the race, where you can see in the recording I got the perfect start. It wasn't too bad, I had a good pull away. Coming down to the fastest corners of the track. You can do some low flying here, coming out of that corner at about 297 kilometers an hour. So it's quite fun, especially if you're using the steering like I am. And again, as you can see, was going into the third lap. I am about 1.4 seconds ahead of Lando Norris. So starting to build that little bit of a gap. I think by the time I went to pit, I was about just under 3 seconds ahead of him. Yeah. If I recall, Charles Leclerc did not finish this race. I think I'm waiting to see when it happens, so I can see if it was engine problems or if it was a crash maybe. But there was a very brief yellow flag, so I don't think it was a crash. I think it might have been engine issues or electrical. But yeah, other than that, I think I did a pretty clean run. I made a couple mistakes, obviously. Did a couple of power slides here and there because of accelerating too quick. There's a few times that I ran a bit wide out of some corners, brake too late for others. But yeah, going into the fourth lap, you can now see I'm 2.1 seconds ahead of them, 2.2 now, 2.3. So I kept building up a gap throughout the race. I think I put it around lap 6. So you go from the soft compound to the mediums. But yeah, it was a pretty enjoyable experience. I love this track. It is one of the oldest tracks on the calendar. I've been enjoying this track since F1 2004, 2005. I've been enjoying this track. Not many changes over the years. But yeah, I've been enjoying this track for quite some time. You can see the Carlos Sainz got past Lando Norris, and Sainz actually managed to close up the gap quite a bit. He went from 2.4 seconds all the way down to 1.9. But again, I don't know if it was just maybe my knowledge on the track, because I do know the track quite well compared to the others. Maybe that's why I had a bit of an advantage by pulling away, because it's not very often that I pull away. As you can see there, I ran a bit wide onto the gravel. Managed to keep it together though, didn't power slide or anything through there. So I don't know how I managed to get away from these other drivers. As you can see, Sainz is at least keeping his big slide there again. That's going to cost some valuable time. Yeah, look at that, 1.7 seconds. Lost 200ths of a second because of one little slide. But yeah, so like I was saying, I don't know, because like so far this whole season, there's been one or two tracks that I've been able to make a small gap, but nothing like this race. This race I dominated from the beginning. So I don't know what it was. Maybe it's just 14 races of experience in 24 F1 24. That maybe I'm getting used to it now, and I've learned a bit about the traction control and all that, learning where to accelerate, where not to, where to brake hard, where not to. Maybe that's why I've been able to build up that gap in this race. I'm not 100% sure. I think we would be coming up to the pit window now. I think start of lap 6 is the pit window opens, and I think I go in at the end of lap 6. And if memory serves, oh there, Leclerc is already out. Sorry, I've been talking so much I didn't even notice. So I don't know what happened there. I'll probably review it after my recording. I mean, I don't want to rewind all the way to see where it went down. It's going to disrupt my... Oh, okay. End of lap 5 I went in. not the cleanest of entries into the pits there. But all in all, I had a pretty decent pit stop. I think it was at 2.2 seconds, which is pretty good. Had a pretty clean run there. And then yeah, we keep it going. I just pushed. I know I made a mistake here tracing the kick of whoever that driver is. I don't know. Sorry, I haven't learnt everybody's names. But I did make a mistake. I think I braked too late and ran a bit wide. We'll see now. Yeah, braked way too late for that corner. Went a little bit wide. Lost some precious time. I think there might have been another little mistake here somewhere. Maybe not. But I'd say throughout the race I was pretty consistent on my lap times, following the race line. I did it pretty cleanly. So far it's not really much of commentating, it's more like just trying to brag about my own driving. But I'll learn. My commentating, I suppose, on the recordings will get a bit better. Managed to catch up to the kick all the way down to the second last corner, where I managed to overtake him. I should have actually just stayed behind him because obviously he was pitting, ran very wide there. You'll see here I don't know if the camera's changing. No, it's not changing. If the camera did change, you'll see that he cut behind me to go into the pits. Oh, a little bit of a lock up there on the right side. And then you can see, there we go, Lando Norris was, or is now second again, but at a whopping 3.2 seconds behind. So had a pretty much of a clean run through this whole race. No heavy pressure from the AI like normally I can't keep them behind me normally. Just had some decent pace. So, well, if you guys happen to watch this recording all this way up until now, let me know in the comments what can I change on my commentary, because I feel like I'm just rambling on about how good I drive, or how good I drove in this particular race. So yeah, let me know in the comments where can I improve, how can I improve. If you have any suggestions, I'm open to critic, or just tell me to shut up and I'll not talk during my recordings. I just feel that it's a bit boring just to watch the replay without a bit of background noise, if you could say that. Like I've watched some other gamers' streams where they're at the point where they literally know the corners' names on all the tracks, where they commentate as if they were actual Formula 1 commentators. I don't see me doing that because I can't pronounce half of these tracks' corners. But yeah, feel free to let me know in the comments, like, how do you think I can improve on commentating, or what else I can do. But I think for maybe the remainder of this recording, the remainder of this race, I think I will just keep it quiet. I'll comment again closer to the end of the race. Okay, I think I just need to add it in there. If there is one thing I could criticize this game on, it's just, I don't know, I think F1 needs to work on their sound, because now with the silence, without me talking so much, there's a lot of parts of this replay where the sound just doesn't match the camera angle. So if F1 could do anything, is just to improve their sound on the replay. Because like, I'm hearing cars coming past, but there isn't even a car in camera. So that doesn't really make sense to my brain. Like, that sound you just heard there was a car going past the camera, but I was approaching the camera. Okay, that's fine. That makes sense. Starting up the last lap now. Oh, lock up again. See, now that sound makes sense. And that's fine. And you can't really say that it's like because maybe it was another car on a different part of the track. I don't think so, because this track layout is quite wide. So you won't really have me coming past here and then another car coming past behind the camera on the other side of the track. Because the actual layout of the track isn't that close. Like there. Where is the car that just flew past the camera? But that's just my 2 cents worth of complaining. It's actually literally all I can complain about. I'm really enjoying this game. I'm really enjoying streaming for you guys and making content. And I mean, since I've done 14 races so far, and since I've started, I've gone from 51 subscribers to I think 71 now. So I mean, that is just, to me, quite fantastic that you guys are supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. And there we go, 5.6 seconds ahead of Lando Norris there. Obviously, I wasn't paying attention enough to see where Leclerc bombed out of the race. But yeah, again, if you guys do watch this recording all the way to the end, I really do appreciate it. I'm really loving all the love you guys are giving my channel. And yeah, I will be streaming again come Friday. I'm not too sure if I'm continuing the 2024 season on F1 24, or if I will be switching over to F1 25, because that gets released here by me on Friday. And yeah, I've already got it pre-downloaded, so just waiting for it to release so I can begin. So yeah, we'll see. Again, if you guys watch it, thank you so much. I'm loving the support. And yeah, please feel free, use the comment section. Tell me where I can improve. Tell me that my videos are shit. Give me anything. I will continue learning with my process of streaming and making content for everybody. But yeah, that's me. Thank you again for watching, and as always, keep it real.